I changed that mindset, and then once I changed it, I started seeing the results, and then I kept going on forward. And yeah, that's the reason, main reason behind me becoming profitable.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another TFT interview. Today, I'm joined by Ashik, who comes from India. It is a follow up interview with a trader who is part of our Kings program. Welcome, Mohamed.
Hi, Hannah.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's so cool to have you here again.
Yeah, same. I just didn't think that I would be here again, but I'm just glad that I'm here again.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the fact that you are now part of the Kings program is just showing how amazing trader you are. So I'm so excited to hear what has happened in between from the last interview that we had, how you managed to stay consistent and how you managed to become part of the Kings program, because I believe that so many traders have that as a goal and you already reached that level. So I think that everyone is going to be curious how you managed to do that. But before we jump into the more detailed questions, can you just give us a brief introduction on who you are and what got you into trading for the people that don't know you?
Okay, so my name is Mohamed Ashik. You can call me Ashik, and I'm from India. I'm staying in Chennai, in India. I'm 23 years old. I completed my bachelor's in engineering last year. So I did a course in IT, which is information technology. As soon as I passed out, I wasn't interested in doing any job. So, I had that entrepreneurial, something
Mindset.
related to mindset. Yeah. The business mindset, I had that. So I didn't want to settle for average like the rest of the others. But it was an easy thing to do when they're all going for that. But I wasn't interested in that. I was ready to, take that risk, and I took it, and it paid off, and I'm here. So I'm really glad that I took that decision.
Amazing. And how did you start with trading? How does trading appeal to you?
It was in 2020, when the lockdown was going on everywhere. Like everyone, we just used to stay inside the house. And then, that was the time when trading got into the public. Many people came to know about trading, and everything related to the stocks, cryptos, and forex. Everything was in boom at that time. So I had a friend of mine introduced that to me. They were about 100 people. They were just doing that they call it high frequency trading, right? The HFT, that 5 minutes, 1 minute, they just place a sell or a buy. So it was basically that one. So I got into that, and then I was just curious. I was just amazed to see that can money be made so simple? Like we are not putting a lot of work when we see it from from a beginner's perspective who hasn't seen anything related to how hard or difficult trading is. From the outlook, when I saw that it was just simple, so I just wanted to get to know more about it, and then I got into trading in 2020, and then for 2 years straight I was just losing money. And then at the beginning of the third year, I didn't give up, and I was just putting a lot of hard work, and then I started to see some results, and then I just kept going, and I'm glad that I made it, and I'm here, and I'm still going strong.
Amazing. So what happened? Like, how did you transition from a unprofitable or break-even trader to a profitable trader? What were the things that happened, and what did you do differently to make the change?
Yeah, actually, for the first 2 years, I was just losing like everyone would usually normally do. The thing that really, I was just seeing people who are making money. We know that 90% of the people don't make, and just 10% of the people make it. But I just wanted to know, what do the 10% of the people do that they differ from the rest of the people? I just wanted to find that. So I just kept spending so much time on the charts, like from the time I wake up till the time that I go to bed. I would just keep looking at the charts, with all the emotions involved, and just looking at how the market is responding, how it's reacting, what it's doing. So I just kept doing the things that I do as a beginner again and again, and I just started failing. And then once I learned about the retail trading stuff, and then the psychology behind the markets, that was the time when I realized that the way we are looking at the market has been manipulated, so that we believe that this thing is gonna go down or it's gonna go up. So I just wanted to break out of that mindset, and I wanted a different perspective. So I just tried to take the emotions out of it. And then when I took the emotions out of it, I was able to see the market and the charts for really what it is. And then that was the time when I started to see the results, when there was no emotions involved. And then I used the psychology to actually, make a decision on what's going to happen. When I blindly look at the chart, it seems like it's going to go in my way. But I just take a step back and then realize, what would the people, the retail traders or the big banks, what would they do? If I'm thinking this way, this is what the rest of the retail traders would be thinking. So I changed that mindset, and then once I changed it, I started seeing the results, and then I kept going on forward. And that's the main reason behind me becoming profitable.
Wow. So, would you say that it was more the technical part that you improved, or was it the psychological part that you improved that helped you to go to the next level?
Yeah. Actually, I had the technical skills right from the beginning. Since I just learned some courses in the beginning. After that, I was really good at it. I could just, it's all based on price action only. Nothing, just simple price action, but it's so efficient that, I had a very, very, very good strike rate. Like about 80% I had a strike rate. So the problem with that was executing the trade. I used to get out of the trade soon, or, I just kept holding on to the trades on a losing trade so much. So that was a really big problem. So I knew that I had the technical skills. I just had to work on the psychological part. The psychological part is still, even for every trader, still now it would be a little bit of struggle. The technical skills comes on somehow, everyone can learn it. But what differentiates the profitable from the non-profitable traders is that the psychology behind it. So once I learned to, master the psychology, that's when I started to see results.
Yeah. And how did you work on your psychology? What are the things that you do that helped you to improve your psychology?
Yeah. So the main reason that I was emotionally attached to the trade was because at the beginning of my journey into trading, I didn't have a lot of backup. I didn't have a lot of money to invest in. So once if I fail a challenge, and that would be the end of the world. That's how I took every challenge every time. So that would just repeat again and again. I would just take a challenge and I would fail it. That's how it kept on going. So once I decided that I'm gonna somehow make a lot of money, and then I'm gonna keep it to invest into the challenges once I fail, so that I won't be emotionally attached. So I would just be able to execute the trades freely. So once I did that, I somehow managed to pass evaluation challenge. One account I passed. So I just wanted to never lose that account, and slowly I didn't hurry, and I just made some profits little by little. I took the profits, and then I bought more challenges. And once I knew that I was just firm there, I was steady and had the backup to buy more challenges in case if I failed. That's when I was able to freely trade, and I wasn't afraid of losing the challenge. So that's when I started passing the challenges more easily.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, it's when you when you detached from the losses. Yeah. That's what made the game to change.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are all the skills that you had to develop to become profitable?
I would say like I said, the technical part was already there. I just knew that I was good at it, or maybe it was just simple. I don't know. The price action was just simple. The main thing is following our plan. Once we know that we are right, but we have to believe in that. And then sometimes your past results might affect your current rate. You would compare that last time I didn't hold out, and then the next time you will think that I held on to the trade too long. I should have got out. So those things come and go into your mind, but you just have to trust the process, and you just have to, like you said, we have to just detach ourselves. That's what I do.
Yeah. And so I know that many people would say, okay, I have to have a trading plan and I have to stick to this plan. But they are people that are crazy perfectionists that think that everything should be perfect exactly as the plan. What is your opinion on how much flexibility do you have to have in your trading plan in order to be a good trader? Because we know that your setup is forming, but it never looks the same. It looks similar, not the same.
So it's never a textbook trade. There will never be a textbook trade, because always it's not that simple. We have to think
it's very
ahead
complex.
of other people.
It's very complex. Yeah.
It's very complex and it's also very competitive. If someone is making money, someone else has to lose the money. So it's actually
Mhm.
like a competition only in a way. So what I do is when I start at the beginning, I just stick to the plan very strictly, because I can't afford losing the account. So
Mhm.
I have to, stick to the plan. But now since I have a lot of accounts but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be reckless with my trades. The thing I'm
Mhm.
trying to say is that once we our plan is that for example, say if I take a trade with 15 pips stop loss and let's say 30 pips take profit, right? It's a 1:2 trade. But the thing is, if you're gonna blindly, you're just gonna stick with it. There are chances that like I'm just not sure how to explain it, but let me say it this way. For example, I'm just taking entry at some point, but that place is it's kind of let's say kind of a place where all the liquidity is there.
Mhm.
Since it's either gonna go in your direction or it's gonna go in the other direction. The thing
Yeah.
is, the most of the times what happens is once I enter the trade, as soon as I place the stop loss, it's gonna hit the stop loss and then it's gonna drop all the way down to your take profits. So at that time, what I do is actually I just for safety purpose I just keep my stop loss at like say 4%. That doesn't mean I'm gonna risk my every trade. I'm gonna risk my entire account for that. It's just
Mhm.
I'm keeping mental stops here. Like I just say to myself once I keep alerts here and there. So once price comes here, I'm gonna take a decision. Either I'm gonna hold it or I'm gonna close it out. In rare case scenarios, sometimes sometimes it has happened twice for me since I got my account. This TFT account. It happened only twice where I hit my 4% stop loss. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to follow the plan strictly only when it's gonna act that way. Like for example, if you enter at a place where that's lot of volatility, they're gonna manipulate the market, right? They just want that liquidity, so they just hunt your stop loss and then they drop that. So at that time, I just want to make sure that I don't get a stop loss hunted. What do they say?
Yeah.
Stop hunted,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
I just in that case only I just sometimes I step back from my what do you say plan or rules only in that case. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm gonna be reckless all over, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna stick only to my plan. There's a room for flexibility, I would say.
So, in other words, you should have a trading plan, not to be a reckless
Yeah,
trader or a
exactly,
gambler to do whatever you want.
exactly.
But this trading plan should be also giving you the flexibility to
Yeah,
be able to operate within the market. Because if
exactly.
you're not flexible enough, you will
Yeah,
never enter a trade because the setup will
yeah.
never be perfect. What are the things that you struggled with the most? What are the failures that you cherish the most that taught you the biggest lessons?
Yeah, I thought of saying this story last time in the last interview, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I just forgot about it. But the story, if I tell someone, no one would believe it because it would never happen to anybody. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
crazy story. I'll just tell you.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning stages, I guess in 2021, I guess I had a 10K account in some other firm. It was a
Mm-hmm.
challenge account. That was the time when I just I know that I got the technicals right. It was just about implementing and passing the challenges. I just back tested a lot. I did demo trading. Everything was fine. I just had to do the same with the evaluation account and get a funded account and start from there. So at that time, I didn't have any money. I just got the 10K account. I just had the money for that. After I getting that, I think I traded for about 2 weeks. I passed the phase one challenge and phase two challenge. I reached about for the 10K account. The profit target is $800. Okay, so for the phase one, right? For the phase two, it was 499, I guess. For the I'm sorry, 500. So
Yeah.
500, what I did was actually I placed the trade. The take profit was set exactly so that on closing that trade, I would pass the account. So what happened is the trade actually closed. It hit the take profit. And once I look at the trade at my account, it's just short of $2. It's just short of $2 from
Yeah.
passing
Yeah.
the
The commission.
phase two account.
You haven't
Yeah,
calculated the commission.
yeah. Exactly, and a little bit of slippage it would be there, right? I guess either one or both did a
Yeah.
play there, and then I just see, okay. To be honest, I don't even think it's $2. It was between one and two. I think
Mm-hmm.
$1 only. I just couldn't believe it. I was just saw, okay, it's just $1, and then what I did was actually the trade before the last previous trade I took was it was about quite a big lot actually, I think. So what I did was I thought I'll just open it and then I'll just close it. It's finished. That's it. Job done. I didn't want to wait another for a setup for just it's just mere $1 or $2. I didn't want to, just complicate it. I just wanted to get it over with. So what I did was I just opened the trade. At that exact time, there was a GBP news release, and
Oh my
by
God.
mistake, the lot size was also quite big for that account. And then I just saw it drop to the floor. It just washed it out completely, and I was just, wordless. Just before that, when the trade got closed, right before this one, the trade got closed. I was just saying to my family members, everyone, that I passed the challenge somehow. Finally, I just passed it. I just told them everything, and then I'm seeing
Yeah.
it was just $1. Okay, I thought, okay, then I'll just pass it. And then after entering it, I was just completely devastated. I was out of words. I just couldn't believe what happened. When I
Yeah.
tell the story, it's almost like nobody would think that it's possible. Just $1, that $1 I couldn't make it and I failed it. And just think how miserable I would be. My mind was totally wrecked. I was just totally devastated, and I couldn't pick myself from after that because I didn't have the money to buy the challenges. And then somehow, after a lot of struggles, somehow I got the money. I made my parents to again, believe in me. Somehow I got into it, and then I passed the 10K account, and then 100K and 200K, and now I am funded up to 450K in TFT alone, including the
Wow.
scaling and the Kings program.
That's
At
amazing.
that moment, all I thought was I couldn't believe. I just thought of quitting. I had two options. I was already done. I failed so many times, and this thing was, it was unbearable. It was the last attempt, I think, for me. That too, I failed, and then I was thinking, what should I do now? Should I just quit trading, or should I just keep going? That was the moment. That was a turning point in my life, because I personally would think that if anyone else was in my situation, nobody else would, again would have picked themselves up and got into the trading again. They wouldn't
Yeah.
have started from the scratch again. Everyone would have just already gave up. All the 100 people who were with me, there was a group of traders. They just got into trading. All 100 of them quit except for myself. They were just at the beginning. They were just at the starting of the everything. They were just at the basic stage, and they were
Yeah.
already fed up of it. So I would give credit for myself for that, because I think nobody else would have held on to that hope, and anybody else would have easily, they would have gave up.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that there was a point in life before trading that made that kind of gave you this strong mindset? Because most of us, unfortunately, have to go through some tough things in order to build this strong mindset. Was there any situation in life that you think helped you to build this strong mindset and thick skin that is required in trading?
Yeah, actually, trading, the journey itself taught me a lot of things, to be strong. And the strong mindset that I got was trading was a part of it. So I wouldn't say that I was already a strong minded person before I got into trading. Trading was also a thing which made me strong. What I would say is that I didn't want to settle for less. I just didn't want to settle for average. I had that mindset from a very young age. They used to say you only live once. So I just wanted to give it all out. It's gonna either break it or make it. I'm sorry, make it or break it. So whatever it is, I just wanted to make it to the top. Even if I fall, I don't care. We are gonna live only once. So I just wanted to.
That's amazing. So, do you have like a plan? Do you visualize yourself in the future? What is your approach? Like, what are the things that you do in order to have this mindset and to know which next step to take, how to deal with fear, how to deal with all these uncomfortable emotions?
To be honest, I'm actually at that point where I have to, make a vision and, make some changes in my life, so that, when I see ahead of me that there must be a solid plan for me. But right now, I'm already where I imagined, a year ago, this was where I wanted to be. So
Yeah.
since I'm here now, I have to make sure of two things. One, I shouldn't let go of this place. And then the next thing is, going ahead and going forward. So right now, I'm doing good with keeping what I have right now. Having a King's program, you're just tempted to make a withdrawal even every day, because you just have the power that leads to over trading and a lot of stuffs like that. You just
Yeah.
get greedy. I think I'm handling that quite well. I'm not just, randomly, I'm not just trading every day. So since that thing is done, the next thing I'm looking forward ahead is mainly it involves with the prop firms right now, as of now, because prop firms, including the funded trader, is the reason that I'm here. It's the main reason that I'm successful, and it's also the only reason that I didn't give up hope, because it's not possible to, put that much amount for yourself, that much investment for yourself. You couldn't risk that much. But
Yeah.
since, the prop firms are able to, take that risk on our behalf, I think that's a very, very, very good thing. And that's what made me come all the way here. So
Yeah.
what I would look forward is that I just want the prop firms, including mainly TFT, to stay in the long run. I just hope that there won't be any problems in the future, any regulations or anything. I just want everyone to be happy.
That's so amazing. And how was your feeling when you got the email that you were eligible for the King's program? Because not many traders are making it there. Traders are profitable, but not many are making it to the King's program. How was your feeling? And did you have like a specific plan to get into the program, or you did it like without being aware of it?
I had no idea. I didn't think that I would come this far, mainly because I'm actually having many accounts. So since I thought that, okay, so sometimes we'll be profitable in some firms, sometimes we will not be profitable in some firms. In some accounts, we might be profitable. But the
Yeah.
thing is, I haven't been profitable with only a single account this much in ever. I don't know. I have to agree that it has got some luck to do with, I don't know what it is, but being honest, that doesn't mean I'm just gambling. I'm just saying everyone needs luck. It's just part of it. I'm just saying that. But I'm really glad that I made it. And as soon as I saw the mail, I was really happy. But I didn't want that to get into my head, because I can lose this anytime. I can just make a mistake anytime. So I just wanted to, keep doing what I do, just not
Yeah.
get too emotional. Yeah, just keep the happy part somewhere else, not when it comes to trading or anything related to money.
Yeah, yeah, and you do it like really well. That's the way you should do it, because sometimes when we get too excited, we definitely can mess
Yeah,
up
yeah.
big time. Now let's talk a little bit about the technicals. If I remember correctly, you used to trade like ICT smart money concepts, isn't it?
No, that's not me, because almost 90% of the people you interview are doing that. So I think you just
Maybe. So
thought I would
yeah,
do that too.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, I'm the odd one out. It's not me. Actually, in the beginning, I started to learn about Forex through the IML, the
yeah.
one
I
there,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just bought some course, and I just stick with the course of them. I just didn't want to do anything unrelated to trading. So I just learned the stuff. I just saw some videos, and then I took the chart, and then I just drew some boxes, the support, resistance, and everything I did. And then I was able to see how beautiful the price action was actually working. So I just stuck to it, and then I learned things on my own as well, as I was just, every day looking at the charts, looking at the market, how it's, reacting, everything. I just got used to it, and then I learned some stuff on my own as well. You can't get everything from outside. You have to learn
Yeah,
some
of
things
course.
from yourself as well. So
Yeah.
that's what I did. Yeah.
And how is your risk management? Do you implement the same risk management on challenges as you do on your funded accounts? Do you have the same risk management on all of the accounts, or you have like different risk managements on different accounts?
That's a big no. I already told this in my previous interview, because we can't look the same. If I take a challenge account and a funded account, it's not going to be the same, because there's a lot to it. There's a lot behind it, because a challenge account is something I don't care losing. I don't mind losing it. But when it comes to a funded account, I just don't want to lose it
Lose it.
so
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
So I just have different risk plans for that. So when I take a challenge, obviously I'm gonna risk more than what I risk in the funded account. It's gonna be more. That doesn't mean I'm just all out gambling. It just means that I'm okay with taking that risk. I'm okay with it. So once after passing the challenge, when I get the account, it's gonna be totally different. I'm not gonna trade that way. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep my stop losses wide, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna let it hit every time. It's just for a safety measure, where suddenly when a news comes out, I just don't want to get taken out. I just don't want to lose my account for that. So
Yeah.
my stop losses are actually wide, but that is not the actual setup, because I have the my mental stop loss. I have it somewhere way down below. I don't let it run to the stop loss every time. I just keep the in the trading view, I just keep the alerts, so that when price crosses that time, I'll just have a look at it, and I'll decide whether I have to get out of it or should I hold it a little more so that either I'll close it at break even or something like that.
Yeah, I understand. Is there anything that you wish you did sooner in your journey to make it smoother and less painful?
I would say that all those, struggles and all those, losses and everything, that is what made me what I am right now. So I wouldn't
Mhm.
skip on any of the hard part. It what makes me feel that I am deserved to be, where I am. When I look
Mhm.
back, I just don't want to be someone who just made it easy. When someone looks at me from the outside, they would say, this guy is not doing anything. He's just, he's just doing some nonsense. He's just doing something called trading. It's not that big of a job. He's just, clicking two buttons on there. Where I know the when someone says that, I just think for myself, and only I will know that how much struggles I have come across, and how much determined I was. So that's what makes me feel deserved, and appreciate what I have right now.
Yeah, because that's what makes you the one who you are.
Yeah,
We learn
exactly.
from every single mistakes.
Yeah.
So, what is the most memorable moment in your trading journey?
Yeah, I would never forget that. It was when I passed my 100K challenge account, the first account that I passed.
Mhm.
It was like, like I achieved something really big, when you keep looking forward to that one moment, one point in your life where any success in your life, you just keep imagining that happening, and you just want to be there so bad. And when that happens, it can't be explained, that you'll be so out of the world, and it's really hard to explain. I was just, so happy when I passed the challenge. And after passing the challenge, my first payout, it was actually $1,500 something, including the refund, I guess.
Refund, yeah.
When I saw the money credited into my bank account, that's what was the first time that I have made money from trading, that it has credited into my account, and that I can show to people. See, I wasn't joking around. What I did was actually worth it. That I did something and I proved myself. So that was the most happy moment for me when I saw the money credit into my bank account.
That's incredible. How do you keep track on your emotions? Do you have a journal? Do you journal your emotions and your trades, or how do you manage to be real time self aware of what is going through your mind and controlling your actions?
Actually, mentally, I'm not that much, a person who keeps tracks of everything. I'm quite opposite of that. I'm actually like, I'm not just well aware of what state I am in and what trying to do. I actually don't keep track of that because I'm not used to that. So I just,
Mhm.
I don't think anything about that. I just look at the trade. I don't think actually much emotions is involved with any trades that I take now, because it was in the beginning of the, my journey. That was when it was actually difficult, that I had to, when I have a big loss, I have to stay out of it. I had to control my emotions. I have to control my anger. But now I'm not that much attached to it. There's no need for that. There's no need to overlook into how I feel or what I feel, because I'm actually, when I'm trading, I'm quite detached. So that's not going to make a big difference.
Did you do that before when you had like more emotions like anger,
No.
frustration? You
No,
didn't do
no,
it.
that was not possible because it's very difficult. It's easier said than done. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that. So as I said, only I was able to do that only when I was capable of buying more challenges. When I was okay with losing, only
Yeah.
then I was able to detach myself.
So kind of the game changer for you was when you knew that you have a backup and now
Yeah,
like this is not
exactly.
going to impact you in any possible way. And this is a very common characteristic with many good traders, to be honest. So this was really good of you that you shared how you reach this mental state so that people can understand what is the game changer for you. How did
Yeah.
trading impact the different aspects of your life?
I would say that trading is what made me who I am right now. I'm actually quite successful because only because of trading, because I haven't done anything else apart from trading. I haven't taken a job. I just wanted to go full on trading. So I am a trader. So it has earned me quite a lot of respect among my, my family members, my relatives, my friends, everyone. everyone, they just look up to me. And then there was a stage when they would look at me and they would just think me like I don't have any plan. I'm just, randomly I'm just doing some stuff, trying to be greedy. But now when they look at me, they realize that it wasn't easy for me. The people once who said me that I wasn't gonna make it, when they look at me now, it's quite happy to see that, when the people who say bad about you, when they start to, look up to you and they want to be where you are right now, that's the peak level of, happiness and success for me. So I'm really glad that
When you prove them wrong.
exactly, yeah.
Did it have impact on your trading performance at the beginning when they didn't believe in you, when they kind of put you down, in other
Yeah,
words, by
yeah, of course.
did it have an impact on your trading performance? How did you manage
Uh,
to filter out this
yeah,
noise? Because it's a noise, it's an outer noise that
yeah.
can be disturbing.
Yeah, actually, I didn't let that impact my trading because in the earlier stages, when I wasn't okay with losing the account, I had, these big setups where 1:3, 1:4, those kind of setups I used to have. So I had to, stick to the plan. I just couldn't make any decision out of, emotions. But the thing is, I was so good at technicals that it would actually work out for me. When I take a 1:4 trade, it would actually pay me off. But the thing is, it was really difficult for me to, stick to the plan. I just sometimes I would be greedy and I would just, get out of it with as much as I can get from it.
Yeah.
So when others were actually, I wouldn't blame them too much. They were just, looking out for me.
Yeah.
So when that happens, when they were like, not really happy about what I was doing, I didn't let that affect my trade. If I take a decision in trading, if I take a decision in a trade, it has to be my sole responsibility. It has to be. I'm not gonna blame someone else. I'm not gonna blame my mom because she yelled at me. I have to take responsibility for what I do. It was just making me hard, inside my head. It was making me hard. It was, I just kept saying to myself, I have to make it. I have to make it. That's what I just kept saying. But I didn't, take it into the trade. I didn't, manipulate that those feelings into the trade.
You definitely have to have a really good mindset and to be strong mentally, not to let such factors to impact you, because especially when it comes to like close family members and you're going through a losing streak, you start like doubting yourself, and the last thing that you need is someone else to start putting you down and making you more insecure. So what is the plan moving forward for you?
Moving forward, I just want to max out the allocations in every possible firms. And then I just want to stack up as money as I can. I just want to be on the safer side. I really hope that prop firms, they stay in the game for a really long time. I really want that to happen because it's changing so many lives out there. I just want to stick with the firms right now. I'm not, using my own money. I'm not using my own funds to trade right now. But just as a backup plan, I just want to keep that, as a safer side. I just want to have them. But I would really want to see the prop firms do well in the future as well. So that's what I want to max out the allocations, and then we'll see.
I understand. I understand. Any last words that you would like to share with us?
Like to thank the funded trader and CEO Angelo, as well as you for having me here. You are really great.
Thank
So
you.
that first, and then I would like to say that there are so many people who want to be where I am right now.
Yeah.
If I look back, I'm in a place where I wanted to be as well. There were so many traders out there. There's so many successful traders. When you see them from where you are at the present moment, it would be like it's like an impossible task, or it's
Yeah. It's too far.
it's too far. So I would say that it's all possible. Just don't be too greedy. Don't be in a hurry. Just have tons of patience and never ever give up. That's the main thing I would say. If you want something, just go for it. Just it all depends on how bad you want it. Just don't quit. The reason I'm here is because I didn't quit when I lost the challenge account, which was only $1 away from passing the phase two. I lost it and then still I didn't give up. So that is what made me come here. So I think everyone deserves that. For that, we have to be able to face all the challenges. And I'm sure that once they do all that, I'm sure that they will be where I am. And far ahead of me as well.
Thank you so much for all the nice words, and thank you for being here. I'm so excited about your journey, and I'm so happy to see how much you have progressed in such a short time. I wish you best of luck with everything that you're planning in the future, and I have no doubts that you're gonna reach all the maximum allocations and you're gonna just improve from now on. And of course, it will be great to have you again in the near future and check on your progress again. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm really
you know.
happy to see you progressing in the way you really do it. It's a really good job. So just keep pushing.
Thank you very much, Shana. It was really nice having you here as well.
And to all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment down below. I really hope that you learned and got really good advices from Ashik today. So show us some love in the comments and trade safe. I'll see you soon again.